This is so good.
Have you tried it with a cracker yet?
Mm-mm. Oh, yeah. This is one of the very, very few things that I'm like, I don't think it needs bacon. All right, my friends, today we're going to be making something that Americans absolutely love during NFL season.
This one turns up at tailgates, parties, in living rooms whilst watching Super Bowl across the whole states, and it's something that we've never had before. So today we're going to be making buffalo chicken dip. Now, if you're new here, we're a British family that have absolutely fallen in love with America, especially American food. The culture of American food is really found during NFL season. First up, we are going to be making some ranch seasoning, and that is going to go into this dip. Now, we haven't made ranch seasoning before, but we were quite lucky that we have got the ranch seasoning, so we can actually make our own ranch seasoning sauce now. So we've got our buttermilk and our mayonnaise, and we're just going to go in with some of the seasoning as well to make this into that sauce that everybody, especially us, loves. Now, we can get various ranch things over here, but it's nowhere near as good as Hidden Valley, in my opinion. You may have heard us talk about it before on the channel, so I'm absolutely gonna love this ranch. I know it already. Right, I'm just gonna give this a whisk. Now, I've also read that you can use, instead of buttermilk, you can use milk, or you don't have to use the mayo. So let us know, what's your preferred method of making ranch seasoning? And I know a lot of you don't even bother with the Hidden Valley ranch seasoning, you just make up your own, but this is something I love, so I'm gonna be making it today. Okay, that's nicely whisked. I'm just going to cover it, pop it in the refrigerator for about 30 minutes to let those flavours meld together, and then we're going to get on with the rest of that buffalo ranch dip.
So first up, we've got some shredded chicken, and next up we've got some Frank's hot sauce. Pour that in. I'm just going to mix this up and heat it through.
So do you know how this dip came to be about?
I'm guessing it was formed in Buffalo.
Well, no, actually, what it was, somebody took buffalo wings, which are typically made with Frank's. I think it was in Buffalo, New York.
Okay.
And what they did is they took leftover chicken wings, tossed it in some hot sauce and butter, and then made it into like this dip.
I think that's a great idea.
That is one thing I love about Americans and what they do with food. They just put things together and think, yeah, that sounds like it would be a good idea. And it always tends to be a really good idea, doesn't it?
100%. Next up, cream cheese. I already know this is going to be absolutely epic.
The vibes I'm getting that this dish is going to be similar to, but not the same, because obviously it's got the Frank's in it, is when we did that chicken salad. That was good as well, wasn't it?
Oh, I love that.
Actually, when we get dips over here, they just tend to be like a sour cream and chive dip, maybe guacamole. You get some Tex-Mex dips, but they're never like something with chicken in it or something could be a meal in itself.
I'm smiling because I know this is going to be epic. So next up, we've got the ranch that Nikita made up earlier. Smell it. Oh, that smells really good. Gonna be a bit sneaky. Outstanding.
Is it like ranch as we know it?
Yeah, it is the proper ranch, not the crap we get over here. This is the proper, real deal.
Ooh. Oh, that's tangy, isn't it? Mm-hmm. That is like ranch as we know it. Oh, I'm so excited that we got that bottled ranch seasoning.
Right, guys, I don't want to waste any of this. So we're gonna pour this in, scrape every little bit.
So I believe NFL season, a lot of chicken wings are also consumed. And I did read that during the Super Bowl, 1.4 billion chicken wings are consumed.
1.4 billion?
Billion. I didn't get that wrong. It's a billion. 1.4 billion chicken wings are consumed during the Super Bowl weekend alone. So think how many chicken wings there are like for the whole season.
To pimp this up even more, we've got some shredded cheese. So I'm going to be putting half of this in for now. God, this is going to be so good.
This is a massive contrast from the last video we put out. So we made an egg white omelette in an attempt to be a little bit healthier, and it was quite bland. It was all right, but it wasn't as good as this. And look at this, we've got ranch, we've got cheese, we've got cream cheese, we've got chicken, and oh my gosh, this is going to be so much better. I know it already.
So all those flavors should be melded together. Trying to get our dip on.
Now, I actually thought that this dip was something you had cold, but it's not. It's a hot dip, which I like the idea of.
As you can see, we're just popping this into a little glass dish, and then we're going to pop it into the air fryer, which I had no idea we'd be doing that. Do you know what I'm thinking? Guys, don't shoot me down. I think this would be really good in a sandwich, like a spread. I know it'd be incredibly messy.
And I also did see that you could do this in the slow cooker. You could probably do it in the oven as well, but we just decided for ease today in making this dip, we're popping it in the trusty air fryer.
And last and certainly not least, we've got a little bit more cheese. If this turns out good, this might be something I would probably cook up again and watch the soccer, or football as we would say over here.
Okay, so you're taking it from a Super Bowl NFL snack and you're bringing it to Britain and doing it to soccer.
If it's good, it might be like, yeah, I could watch my my soccer team and have some of this.
How's it not going to be good? We've got chicken, we've got ranch, we've got cheese, we've got cream cheese, and we've got Frank's hot sauce.
What's not the like?
There we go. Right, pop it into the air fryer, then let that cheese melt, and we're going to get it out when it's bubbling and then try it.
Look at that, like a glove.
Now, we are going to have celery with this, which is not really our go-to, as you know. We're not massive celery fans, hence the thumbs down, but we do like it in things like soups now and the added flavour that it gives things. So we're just going to have a few little bits of celery because I don't think this will even be eaten. And typically over here, if we had dips, so quite often if we had like a party or a gathering, I'd like to do like dips, and I'd have crudités, so I'd have probably celery, not that it would get eaten, cucumber sticks, carrot sticks, and maybe slices of peppers as well. So let us know, how would you typically have this buffalo chicken dip? Would you have it with celery, or you know, what other vegetables might you have?
So in my mind, I thought we'd be having like chicken wings and dipping the chicken wings in this dip. I didn't realise it'd all come as one, if that makes sense.
With added chicken in the dip as well as the chicken wings?
Yeah, I just thought it would be a dip without chicken in it, and then you dip the chicken in.
Well, maybe it is. Maybe that's something you can have. But actually, isn't that how you have chicken wings, buffalo chicken wings? You have like the coating on the chicken, and then you dip it in like the hot sauce or like a blue cheese dressing.
True, yeah.
Let us know. Right, so we're gonna try this with some tortilla chips. Now, I did think that this was a thing, but I'm not sure if it is actually a British thing rather than what you typically do with buffalo chicken dip. But again, we like to have tortilla chips with dips over here, don't we? And another thing that I read you guys do, which is what we did with like the chicken salad and the ham salad, is crackers. Now, I read you can get chicken flavoured crackers over there. I've never had chicken flavoured crackers over here. Crackers we get are just plain like crackers, basically. But it's not typically something I would serve with a dip. I'd have cheese board with crackers, but not with a dip. And it's something that we enjoyed, didn't we, when we had the different salads. We better go and check on the actual dip now and see if that's ready for us to eat. Ooh, I think that looks good. It's bubbling nicely.
That looks lovely. This is looking and smelling epic. I really love the melted cheese on top. It's going to have a nice little pull, I reckon.
I think I might just start watching NFL season just for the food, because I am actually quite excited to have some kind of party and make something like this. I don't even know what it's going to taste like yet, but I'm sure it is going to be good.
I'm not sure about the celery though. I'm not a fan of celery. It's nice in soup, and the reason it's nice in soup is because I can't taste it.
We'll have to put it to the little test, won't we, right now? So, you know, earlier you said about having it in a sandwich.
Yeah.
I think there is a buffalo ranch wrap or sandwich that you can actually get, but I don't think it's quite the same. But that is something that I do also want to try. I'll go for the healthy option with the celery. Oh, look. Oh my gosh. Okay, the cold and the crispness of the celery against the warm gooiness of that. I don't know if the word's texture, but like the different temperatures in your mouth's quite strange, because this is really cold.
It's the contrast, yeah?
Yeah, the contrast between the cold and the hot. At first I couldn't taste the celery, all I could taste was this, and then I tasted the celery. So I don't really know how this tastes, because I felt like the celery was overpowering it a little bit, but you definitely getting quite a lot of cheesiness on this.
My mouth is actually salivating. I'm going to try a bit with the celery. Oh, that smells nice and rich. Got the hot sauce, that's lovely. It's kind of masking the taste of the celery, which is a good thing. That actually tastes all right. Never thought I'd say that. That actually tastes all right.
But you've got a bit of the tanginess, haven't you, from the ranch? I think it's like the buttermilk coming through. And obviously that hot sauce does give it a little bit of a vinegary tang to it as well.
Yes, the vinegary tang.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm going to try it with a chip a minute.
Nikita's just gone to get Alana because she's woke up, but shh, don't tell her. That works incredibly well. That's like the only way I'll have celery outside of a soup. Shh. Hello.
Someone woke up.
Someone woke up from a nap.
So, Mummy was just about to take a bite of this tortilla chip with buffalo chicken ranch. Buffalo chicken ranch? Buffalo chicken dip. Ooh.
This is really good. Really good. I really like the vinegar as well, and a bit of the heat. I've got it now, just to the back of my throat and just coming down here, the heat. Oh, I bet that's amazing. I cannot wait.
It does remind me of blue cheese dressing. And you don't like blue cheese, and I know it's not as strong, but the cheddar cheese that's in there, along with the ranch, does give it that like tangy, zesty thing that you get with blue cheese dressing. How would you actually eat this though, whilst trying to watch the Super Bowl? Would you like eat it in the breaks?
Oh God, that's good. That is so good. I just need to take a moment. That is lovely, isn't it? That is so good.
Do you think you're going to be a foodie and like eating lots of food when you can? You're certainly looking at it, aren't you?
This is so good.
Have you tried it with a cracker yet?
Oh, yeah. This is one of the very, very few things that I'm like, I don't think it needs bacon. I think it's just good, just as it is.
Yeah, okay. It's good with everything, I think, this. So I know this is meant to be a bit like of an appetizer and a snack for game day, but you could probably make a meal out of this, couldn't you?
With the crackers, really nice. I actually prefer it with the tortilla chips.
It's a good dip. It is a really good dip.
Bloody great dip.
It's a really, really good tasty dip, isn't it? It blows the socks off any dips that I've ever had before. Apart from queso. Queso is like...
Oh yeah,
that's up there.
I've never had a dip as good as that in my life. Never, ever, ever. I'm actually including queso in that.
Are you? You prefer that over queso?
I think there's a little bit more going on.
There is definitely more going on.
I love the complex taste that's going on in there. It's not just one thing or one taste that's sort of ruling the roost, if that makes sense. There's so much going on here.
So, your rating?
On its own, I'm going to go 9.5 out of 10. I'm not quite sure what will make it a 10. Maybe with these might be a 10 out of 10. And I just think it's the saltiness from the chips.
It's got a really good flavour profile on its own though. It doesn't need any additional salt, does it? Or seasonings? It is really, 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 really good. I am going to go for an 8.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's something in it. I'm not sure if I can work it out and whether it appeals to my taste buds entirely. Or it might be that my hair's being pulled right now as well.
Just before you switch off, let us know your football team in the comments below and how your team is getting on. And will you be having this dip during those games? And all that leaves this little British family to say is...
Take care.
God bless.
See you in the next video.